Hey guys, it's Lara here. So tomorrow is my official weigh-in, and because it's Saturday tomorrow, and it's also the end of phase one of P90X3. So that means I've been at this for a month already. I cannot believe it, and I'm so excited. So tomorrow I'm going to also take progress pictures. So I'll be posting on Instagram my progress pictures from day one to tomorrow, which is the end of month one of P90X3. I'm also going to share with you my measurements and my body fat percentage, any changes in those things. So I'm so excited. And then, of course, my weigh-in tomorrow. So I'm really excited for that. So keep your eyes open for that video. That'll be going up tomorrow. But today I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about something that I'd posted on Instagram and on Facebook. A lot of people seem to really connect with it, I guess. I don't really know the proper term, what I'm looking for. But basically, I made a post it was a Throwback Thursday post, and it was one of my many before pictures. And basically, I just kind of touched on the fact that I tried to lose weight so many times. I took so many before pictures before I actually had any, long-term success with it. And really, the message I was putting out there was just don't give up. Like, the worst thing you can do is give up on yourself. And I remember back then, sometimes I have trouble. Like, I've, kind of let the past go, and sometimes I have trouble remembering exactly what it was like being, 215 pounds, desperately wanting to lose weight, but just not doing it. But then I dig into the back of my mind, and then I kind of remember, and I actually remember quite a bit, and it's painful to think back. So it's just something that I don't think about a lot, because I really do also believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that if I focus on that and not going back there, that is what I'm going to create for myself, and I will go back there. So that's why I don't really think about it. I just think about how fit and lean and awesome I'm going to be, because that's where I want to go. Anyways, I guess that's a topic for a different video. But yeah, so I was thinking back, and I remember all the times that I tried to lose weight and failed. And I remember every time I would try to lose weight again, every time that I would take a before picture, there was this nagging voice in the back of my head, and it was so hard to quiet it. And it just kept saying, how's this going to be any different than last time? How's this going to be any different than the last 20 times? This isn't going to be any different. You're going to be fat forever. This isn't going to change. How is this time different? How is this time different? And every time I would, try my hardest to quiet that voice and say, this will be different because I'm going to succeed this time. This will be different because I'm going to succeed this time. This will be different. And it went on 20 times. I don't know if it was 20 times. It was just a lot. I started a lot. Ironically, when I finally started on this path in 2011, that I've actually, lost weight on and sustained it, I did not actually take a before picture in September of 2011 when I started, because I was like, I have so many before pictures, I'm not doing this again. But, anyways. So the biggest thing, I guess, is if you try something, maybe try it a couple times, right? Because there's different points, like, for whatever reason, sometimes we're just not really ready to lose the weight. And it's so mental and emotional. And a lot of the time, I think all the time, when you carry extra weight, it's emotional. And there's something mental, that you need to, like a roadblock, okay? So if that's the case, that is the case. I don't know. I'm like talking in circles right now. I'm sorry. I hope you can follow me right now. But anyway, so okay. Maybe try something a couple times. Okay. Say that you're like, okay, I'm gonna try Weight Watchers. You try it once, you fail, you fall off the wagon. That's it. You've gained weight. Maybe you lost 10 pounds with it, and then you gained it back, maybe plus some. So give it a go again. I'm not gonna say don't try something more than once. Because it might not work the first time. So give it a go again. But the biggest thing is you have to try different things, because what worked for me is not going to necessarily work for you, and what worked for the next person is not necessarily going to work for you either. There are so many different ways of eating out there. You can just look it up online. All different people on YouTube document all different types of eating. I'm not going to call them diets. The biggest thing with when you choose a plan to lose your weight, it has to be something that you can do for the rest of your life. So for me, the thought of calorie counting doesn't drive me too insane. I have gone through periods of time where I'm like, I don't want to count calories. So I just don't for like a week, and I've obviously learned enough because I've been doing it for long enough that by not counting calories for that week, I'm not obviously gaining a ton of weight because I know how to eat. But then I get my break from it, and then I'm fine. Right now, I'm totally fine with counting calories, and I've been doing it for like 3 years. So I'm fine with that. That works for me. Some people cannot count calories. They can't do it. So they have to find something else. So what I'm saying is, if this is you, if you're trying to lose weight and you've tried, make sure you're trying different things. I think the biggest fault that people fall into, I know I did, is you keep trying the same thing over and over again. Probably you're following a bunch of people that are having a lot of success with this certain plan, so you really want it to work for you, so you keep trying it over and over and over again, and it's not working for you. You need to find something else then and try and follow that. That's as far as eating goes. So I don't know if you want to try the clean eating diet. Not a diet, just what you're eating is clean foods. I don't know if you want to do calorie counting. I don't know if you want to do Weight Watchers. I don't know if you want to do paleo. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Whatever you want to try and do. Intuitive eating. There's so many things out there. There's so portion controlled. The 21-day fix program gives you the containers. Like, it's so simple to follow. That is changing a lot of people's lives. It's a brand new program. It's changing a lot of people's lives because it's just so simple, and you don't have to count a single calorie or a point. Anyways, there's so many different things out there. Don't completely go, I'm not going to even try that, to something before you try it either, okay? As far as exercise goes, what I did to get into exercising, I was the girl who said, I hate working out, and I said it like, oh, I hate it. I hate working out. I don't like working out. So I got myself one of those big dry erase year-long calendars, and basically I would put an X on each day that I would work out. And I made it a deal with myself that I need to have at least 5 X's every week. So I need to work out at least 5 days a week, and it's right there on my calendar. So it was basically like, I don't use my calendar anymore because now I'm following the Beachbody programs, which have me working out 6 days a week anyways, and I use that calendar, which I'll show you guys in my weigh-in tomorrow again. But this was like before I started doing Beachbody programs and stuff like that. So I have my calendar, and so basically, let's see, I needed 5 X's in a week, right? So if it was like Thursday and I only had 2 X's, then I knew that I needed to work out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so that I would have my 5 X's in that week. You know what I mean? And just hold yourself to it. That's the biggest thing. Hold yourself to that accountability. And find a system or a support network. It might not be people that you actually know face to face, but there's huge network on YouTube. Instagram, there are so many inspirational, motivational people to follow on Instagram. If you want to join a group of people that are all losing weight together, I run those types of groups on Facebook, so just contact me. I have my Facebook information below. I have my email address below. Contact me. I can hook you up with that group. You don't have to be doing a Beachbody program to get the support and accountability from the groups that I run. So that's that, guys. Just don't give up. If you are there, like I say, like you have that voice in the back of your head saying, how's this time going to be any different? I'm never going to lose weight. That negative voice, talk positively to yourself. I'll make another video on that, though, because that's a whole other topic. Don't give up. Try different things. If what you've done is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. So don't be insane. And if what you've tried and what you've been trying and what you've been doing is not working, try something else. Constantly going to have to change, and whatever you do to lose the weight, tell yourself, am I going to be able to do this for the rest of my life as well? Because that's important. You can't just go on a diet. That's why I hate using the word diet, because it's temporary. Lose a bunch of weight and then go back to how you ate before and not gain the weight. You're going to gain the weight back. So that's that. Find a visual way. Like I say, the calendar thing worked wonders for me. So give that a try. To make sure that you're exercising at least 5 days a week. I don't, like 2 to 3 days a week, you're not doing yourself anything. It's better than nothing, don't get me wrong. But you're not going to get super far by just working out 2 to 3 days a week. 5 days a week. That could even just be walking for 20 minutes one day, okay? It doesn't have to be strenuous or whatever. 5 days a week, commit yourself to that. And if what you've been trying and what you've been doing has not been working, find something new. Find another thing to try. Okay, guys? So I will see you tomorrow for my weigh-in and my end of phase 1 P90X3 results. And I'm feeling so pumped up, and I need to burn off some more energy. I did my CVX workout today, which is cardio with weights, but I'm about to go do a turbo workout just because I want to. I know Khalif is going to be like, what? You did your workout and now you need more? I do. I'm like, ah. Okay, see you guys later.